2015 was a good year for Google's Nexus line. Google released the new generation Nexus 5X together with its big brother, the Nexus 6P. This time, Google teamed up with the Chinese Android phone maker, Huawei. Arcade Tech here, and welcome to my first video review featuring the Nexus 6P. Looking at the device, you can clearly see Huawei's design treatment. A huge 159 by 77mm but fairly thin aluminum body at 7.3mm. This guy sports an AMOLED 5.7 inches Quad HD display at 518 ppi with very nice contrast and very deep blacks. The screen is also very bright even on outdoors. The screen is kept safe by the Corning Gorilla Glass 4 to keep away scratches from keys and coins. On the right side is the power button just above the volume rocker. And to avoid confusion, they made the power button textured so you can easily differentiate one from the other. However, this did little for me as I constantly hit the power button whenever I tried to press the volume up. But still, this will be the best button placement given this phone size, as one-hand usage will still be a bit of a challenge. Buttons are also made of metal and both are responsive and clicky. On the left is a SIM card tray, USB Type-C at the bottom, and on the top, the 3.5mm headphone jack. At the back is a 12.3MP shooter at f2.0 aperture with laser autofocus, beside dual LED flash, all covered by this glass visor. Also at the back is the fingerprint sensor or the Google imprint, which is actually fairly fast compared to other smartphones. At the front, you see the front-firing stereo speakers and your 8MP front-facing camera and proximity sensor. The phone is powered by Snapdragon 810, Adreno 430 graphics, and 3GB of RAM. Multitasking is a breeze and graphic-intensive games runs extremely well. The phone's 3450mAh battery can get you through your usual day. However, you still have to charge this on the middle of the day with heavy usage or when you play a lot of games and with your mobile data always on. This will not be much of a problem as this comes with Google's version of fast charging where you can get around 50% in just 30 minutes. The software experience is what separates the Nexus line from other Android phones. The pure vanilla Android experience and the constant security patches are what makes this a great device. This comes with Android 6.0 Marshmallow out of the box but can easily be updated with Android's latest 7.0 Nougat. With Google's new Those on the Go feature that activates even if you're on the move. It also has the new split screen feature, a toned-down version of Samsung's multi-window. The Nexus line has never been known to have the best camera, but the Nexus 6P has changed the trend. It packs a 12MP shooter with a wide-open f2.0 aperture. The camera performs well on properly lit shots, and even on low lights. The 6P's HDR Plus allows great details on the usually blown out parts, and really helps in reducing noise at low lights. However, processing images with HDR Plus on takes a while. I recommend using this only when needed. The front-facing camera also delivers great images for those obligatory selfies. For videos, Nexus 6P is capable of shooting 4K at 30 frames per second. The only downside is, Google opted to use EIS instead of the more tested and reliable OIS. Camera shakes are being handled internally through processing on the camera software. EIS works greatly on 1080p videos, but compared side by side with other smartphones like the Galaxy S7, the shakes are much more noticeable. What I really like about this phone is the quality build. I really like the aluminum body, which gives it a much premium feel. Also, the fingerprint sensor is fairly fast compared to other smartphones. I barely encountered any hiccups with the fingerprint sensor. It's also a good thing that Google included USB Type-C along with fast charging. The AMOLED screen makes this a great multimedia device, coupled with the front-firing stereo speakers that delivers loud but yet crisp sound. And not but not the least is its software. What I really don't like about this device is the battery life. I only managed to get around 3 to 3.5 hours screen on time on heavy usage. Also, what I don't like is the slippery body, but you can always put case or skin on your device. Nexus 6P is still a great phone even in 2016. If you're considering buying this phone, I would only recommend doing so later this year, as its price will surely go down once Google's new Pixel phones are out on the market. But if you can spend extra bucks and want more beefier hardware, then just wait for Google's new Pixel phones. That's all for now. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.